Hey everyone, welcome back to inTRuTH. Hope you're having a great summer so far. Wanted to throw up a quick segment here. It's a little bit longer than usual, but wanted to get it up before a truly historic day in U.S. history, June 14th. Because while H.A. Goodman says repeatedly that he's been right all along about everything, that's true, but the only place it's true is in his own little fantasy world. And so he's made some predictions and, quote, reported, unquote, some news about the IG report. And, as you'll see, he's wrong. He just doesn't know it yet. So we'll go through his recent segment where he asks some questions, some very dramatic questions, and funnily enough, answers them himself. So let's watch his segments, his bits. I'll comment throughout, and at the end, as usual, give H.A. Goodman another schooling and let people know how it's going to go down in reality. So take it away, PayPal Hal.
June 14th, be there or be square, because this is going to be a very, very important moment in U.S. history. The Inspector General report on Clinton, emails.
Now the first thing to point out is Harold wrongly reports, and has repeatedly reported, that the IG report is a reinvestigation of the Hillary email saga. It is not. The IG report is an internal investigation into the FBI's actions, command structure, policies during the investigation, and whether and how they were adhered to. This is not about HRC's email use, as he reports. That issue was resolved 2 years ago.
You'll definitely want to watch when the you-know-what goes down on June 14th. Everything that we've been saying, you and I will be vindicated.
The you-know-what that Hal is referring to going down on the 14th is the imminent indictments Hal once again reported will occur, or are in the process of occurring. That report was on May 29th. So, more than 2 years later, Harold is still reporting imminent indictments, which he's done thousands of times, literally. So that's what he now alleges, reports, is going down tomorrow, or possibly the next day. Anyway, let's carry on. Let's hear what Harold's big beef is this time.
I have the pulse of what's going on. And here's another dirty little secret about the media. And I'm calling this right now. You're going to see people who are going to pretend they're H.A. Goodman. If James Comey didn't give Loretta Lynch the opportunity to indict Clinton or to exonerate Clinton, which is one of the reasons he was fired, and one of the reasons Rod Rosenstein said he should be fired, then the question is, what motivated him? Why? He was insubordinate. He didn't listen to his superiors, Comey. He was a bad employee. He was just a really, really bad worker. He didn't listen to his superiors, Comey. He was a bad employee.
I'm your drama queen tonight. All my troubles are right outside. When the lights are far, I will be your shining star.
Thank you so much. Comey and Loretta Lynch didn't do their jobs, and Comey was insubordinate, and Comey didn't listen to his superiors. Why did Comey not have Loretta Lynch say, as Attorney General, okay, we're going to indict, we're not going to indict? Why? Why? It was Loretta Lynch's job. It was Loretta Lynch's job.
So in somewhat of a miracle, Hal Goodman actually asks a good question. Why did Comey step so far out of line? He just couldn't stop talking about the Hillary email investigation, but didn't say a peep about the Trump or the Sanders criminal investigations. And they are criminal investigations because, as H.A. Goodman said a few times, probably dozens, if not hundreds, every FBI investigation is a criminal investigation. Trump and Sanders are still under investigation. The only candidate who was not on Election Day, Hillary Clinton. But anyway, he asks, why? Why did Comey step out of line and talk so much about the Hillary investigation? Why did he take it upon himself to make the decision? Why did he release the Wiener laptop letter just days before the election, completely against, as what Goodman calls them, rules and guidelines? Why did he do that? And here's another question. Who would have supported such a thing? Certainly, besides Trump. Trump was all over that. He said, oh, this is excellent, fine work by Comey at the time. But besides Trump, who would ever condone such a thing? Let me think about that for a second. Oh, I know who would.
Lynch to accept FBI recommendations and Clinton email inquiry, officials say. Official says. Officials say. Official says. Says. Goes on to say. Says. Officials say. Says. Attorney General Loretta E. Lynch plans to announce on Friday that she will accept whatever recommendations career prosecutors and the FBI director make about whether to bring charges related to Hillary Clinton's private email server, a Justice Department official said. Says. Officials say. Her decision removes the possibility that a political appointee will overrule investigators in the case. Official says. Officials say. This is an enormous breakthrough. So, ladies and gentlemen, I've been saying this all along, but the indictments are imminent. I've been saying this all along, imminent. The FBI will recommend Espionage Act indictments, imminent. I've been saying this all along, and indictments pertaining to public corruption. Imminent. AG Loretta Lynch to accept FBI's recommendations in Clinton's email case. Lynch does not ever have to accept the recommendations of prosecutors or investigators. She can look at their evidence and then decide to go in a different direction or modify their recommendations, but she's not going to do that.
Why did Comey not have Loretta Lynch say, as Attorney General, okay, we're going to indict, we're not going to indict? Why? It was Loretta Lynch's job.
She's not going to do that. AG Loretta Lynch to accept FBI's recommendations in Clinton's email case. And I know what's coming. We all know what's coming. Hillary Clinton is going to get indicted. Imminent. I know what's coming. The FBI will recommend indictments. Imminent. I know what's coming. Everyone's fear that the DOJ wouldn't follow through. That's now unwarranted. She's not going to do that. I know what's coming. Because AG Lynch to accept FBI recommendations in Clinton email case. I know what's coming. The Attorney General has stated if the FBI's James Comey recommends Espionage Act indictments or indictments pertaining to public corruption, she will abide by those indictments, and she will indict Hillary Clinton.
Why did Comey not have Loretta Lynch say, as Attorney General, okay, we're going to indict, we're not going to indict? Why? It was Loretta Lynch's job.
Huge breakthrough today. Huge breakthrough. So, ladies and gentlemen, stay patient. I know what's coming. We have the wonderful meeting between Bill Clinton and Loretta Lynch.
I'm not Nostradamus.
I know what's coming. I could go on forever like I usually do, But the point is, when the Attorney General of the United States of America says, I will abide by anything that James Comey recommends, I know what's coming. You're looking at a Bernie Sanders Democratic nomination.
I'm not Nostradamus.
Where the Attorney General says, just today, AG Lynch to accept FBI recommendations in Clinton email case.
I'm not Nostradamus.
That's why I know he will win. I know what's coming. I know what's coming. Hillary bots, I know what's coming. But the point is this, Hillary bots, I know what's coming.
I'm not Nostradamus.
The Attorney General stated she's going to abide by recommendations. The recommendations are coming. The FBI will disclose its findings very soon. Imminent. Defense Secretary Robert Gates states that it's almost certain Iran, China, and Russia have her emails. So it's just a matter of time. Imminent. I know what's coming. Hillary bots. Huge, big revelation today. The Attorney General just stated that she will abide by anything James Comey recommends. Hillary bots. Bernie Sanders will win the Democratic nomination. Hillary Clinton is going to get indicted. Imminent.
I'm not Nostradamus.
Hillary bots, but the point is, I know what's coming. The indictments are imminent. Imminent. Obviously, when she gets indicted, Attorney General Lynch is going to state today, according to the New York Times and CBS News, the links are below, that she will abide by any recommendations. Stay patient. I know what's coming. Hillary bots, imminent. I want to hear your thoughts pertaining to today's revelation about the Attorney General stating she will abide by recommendations. Whatever the FBI recommends, she will abide. She won't obstruct anything.
Comey and Loretta Lynch didn't do their jobs, and Comey was insubordinate, and Comey didn't listen to his superiors. Why? Why?
Attorney General Lynch is going to state today, according to the New York Times and CBS News, the links are below, whatever the FBI recommends, she will abide. She won't obstruct anything. I know what's coming. Hillary bots. The indictments are imminent. Stay patient. Imminent.
So there you have it, folks. Our superstar, H.A. PayPal Hal Goodman, wants to know, in 2018, however could Comey have gone so far out of line, out of bounds, which he did, admittedly, and which the IG report will say. But back in 2016, boy oh boy, that was like a 15-minute online orgasm Hal Goodman had about how wonderful it was that Comey was stepping out of line. So he answered his own question. He just simply doesn't remember what he said. Either that, or like so many other things, he just takes whichever side of an issue, any issue, that suits his narrative at any given time. Anyway, so here's what's going down. This is how it will play out. The report will be released tomorrow. So that much Goodman got right. There will not be Hillary indictments tomorrow, or the next day, or the day after that, as reported by H.A. Goodman as breaking news. And as a journalist, surely even H.A. Goodman knows what breaking news means. It means an event that has taken place or is in the process of taking place. For example, if a headline says, breaking, man shot after argument with wife. There's no question that the man was shot. That's breaking news. Or it could say, breaking, riots after not guilty verdict. The riots could be ongoing, in progress. But it's an event that has occurred or is occurring, and he's reported thousands of times about the imminent breaking news indictments of Hillary. Wrong each and every time, as he will be here. Thirdly, the report will chastise, as it should, Comey's behavior. He never should have said a peep about the Hillary investigation during 2015 and 16. Information released which H.A. Goodman himself was gleeful about reporting. over and over and over. The very thing that he was ecstatic about back then, he now is very unhappy about. How could that have happened? Fourth, the IG report will probably result in some sort of ramifications for Comey or McCabe, but it will not go to the substance of the email use, the server use itself, as H.A. Goodman wrongly reports. Fifth, and this is guaranteed, you can take this to the bank. When there are no indictments, again, Hal will then turn his ire on Horowitz, or who else is involved in the IG report. I mean, he was thrilled with Loretta Lynch. She is going to indict Hillary until the super secret clandestine meeting on the tarmac in front of a jet and in a jet that said the United States of America on the side, with Secret Service men in tow, the media, in broad daylight, in front of thousands of passengers in the terminals, at a top 10 U.S. airport. Because, gosh, I can't think of a better way to have a clandestine, super secret meeting if I were Bill Clinton. I mean, it certainly wouldn't occur to me, to pick up my phone at 2 a.m. and call Loretta Lynch at home. No, I would definitely meet in front of United States of America jets on the tarmac in broad daylight at a top 10 busy airport in front of thousands of people. That's the best way to have a super secret meeting. So then he turned his ire on Lynch and had complete faith and gloating reviews of Comey, whom H.A. Goodman referred to as the Honorable James Comey, the smartest man in the room. Until Comey said there's absolutely no basis for charges, indictments. So then H.A. Goodman turned his wrath on Comey. And then he turned his faith into Sessions upon Trump's election. And then Sessions didn't indict Hillary, and now he berates Sessions. Then he turned to Christopher Wray. Oh, Christopher Wray, breaking news, indictments occurring, which didn't occur as reported. So then he badmouthed Wray. And now it's about Horowitz. Horowitz is on the pedestal, on Goodman's pedestal, but he will not announce indictments as Goodman reported, so he will be the next person in Hal's sights as being paid for by Hillary or some other silly nonsense. That's what will happen, guaranteed. Anyway, folks, there's really only one thing left to do, and that's read the report when it comes out. You'll see how it chastises the FBI and Comey's behavior, which it should. You'll see that there will be no indictments, as Goodman reported. So, really, this is the last thing you have to do.
Get out the popcorn and enjoy.
Oh, I'm sorry. There's one more thing you should do. If you ever have questions about H.A. Goodman's claim to being always right about everything he's always said all along, really there's only one person you need to ask as to whether or not that's true. Certainly don't take Goodman's word for it. You don't even have to take my word for it. The person to ask would be Bernie Sanders. I'm sorry. Where are my manners? President Bernie Sanders.
Imminent.